Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. It's been like 2 months now, and so I've played a lot of tournaments, and I'm going to talk to you about one of my tournament experiences, which was basically the worst tournament I've ever played since getting NM, or like in the past year. Whatever, it was like really bad, and I'm thinking I'm just going to play some blitz chess on the side while taking you through this tournament experience. It was really bad. Let's So I'll just start with the story time. I've played a lot of tournaments since like my last few videos. I know I did upload the World Open recaps, and yeah, I did do really well in those. And since then I played the Pan American Youth Chess Festival, which was like a tournament where like players from all like North, South, and Central America, they all come to play this invitational event to represent their country, I guess. But unfortunately, I got sick and I had to leave halfway through the event, which was a little bit unfortunate. I was doing kind of okay in the event, but I did lose rating, like 10 points of rating. Uh, and then after that, a few months later, which is like, it's like 3 weeks later, 3 weeks ago, I played like another like round robin esque tournament, or like the top five players and the bottom five players, they like kind of duel, and I got, so basically just allowed me to play a bunch of higher rated players, and so I got 1.5 out of 5, and I did lose another like 10 points of rating. I'm like, okay, it's still not too bad. I can definitely recover for the tournament I'm about to talk about now, which is the American Open, yes. So basically, I was like somewhere around like the top. It was like I was somewhere in the top half. I knew, so I knew the first round I would get a lower rated player. So the first round, and keep in mind I'm actually like 2162. That's my rating. My rating is 2162, and so I kind of got to win my first game. And my first game, it's against an 1800, so I'm like, okay, it's probably gonna be a little bit hard, but if I do everything right, I hopefully should win the game. And so he put up a good fight for like a really long time, and I finally got to like this rook and pawn endgame, or I mean not a rook and pawn, like a king and pawn endgame, where I could have won, I could have been just completely winning 2 times. I let go, and I completely let go of the win, and it just turns out to be a draw, and that was really unfortunate. But I'm like, okay, it's just one game. I'll lose a little bit of rating, but I'll get it back in the future. And then the second round, I'm playing a 1900, and I'm like with the black pieces. And okay, I'm feeling like a little bit lesser confident than usual, because I'm like, okay, usually it's kind of the norm to win the first round. Um, but I do end up winning the second round. It's like he plays into the Rosalimo. I did prepare for that a little bit before the event, but not too in depth. And luckily, he had this advantage, a little bit of an advantage during this game, but I'm somehow able to get out of it and win. Which is kind of like actually a lot of my games sometimes, where I just let my opponents have like a huge advantage and somehow I'm able to get away with it. I guess that's one of the benefits of being high rated. But anyways, the third round, okay, third round is where everything goes wrong. And I'm just gonna let you guys know that after the second round where I won, this is gonna be the only win that I've ever had the entire event. And I'm supposed to be like the 10th seed out of like 50 players. So just keep in mind when you hear the next few results, because it may shock you. This third round though, this result will not shock you so much. I did lose to a GM with the white pieces. It was, however, in 14 moves. It was a 14 move loss, which is kind of embarrassing, and it was in the Italian. I feel like an opening where, Black can definitely win, but you should definitely not lose in 14 moves. And after the game, he actually told me, oh, he prepped for me. He prepped a specific line that he thought I might struggle in. And he was right, I struggled in this line. Comment down below if you actually end up wanting to see the different games I played in the American Open. Maybe you could write any comments of like anything I did wrong in the game. But I think I pretty much know what I did wrong overall. And so after the third round, I'm done playing the fourth round against another 1900. I'm like, okay, let's just I shouldn't lose too much rating from the GM. So if I beat the 1900, I'll at least gain back a little bit of the rating. Of course, the problem is I had to beat him, and as I just spoiled for the video, I obviously did not win this game, since it's the worst event I've played. So I am now at 2 out of 4, and I should lose about like 30 rating points. And now, this is where things go absolutely really just horribly wrong. I get paired with the white pieces against another 1900. And my confidence, it's a little bit lower than it should be in the event. I'm not as confident, but I'm thinking, okay, I have white. I have the chance to push for a win. I'll just play a little bit solid, but just really tried. I think he blundered. Okay, g5. That's good. But let's just play solid, and let's just see what happens. Let's just play a game of chess. Let's not try and think too much about me winning. And he goes for like this Sicilian. I play the English attack all the time when playing a Sicilian. So I played the English attack, and then you know how in the Sicilians, where if you ever move your queen away from the knight on c3, black can just go sack the rook for the exchange and go rook takes c3. And that's actually supposed to be really good for black, and I just blundered that idea. And as soon as I moved the queen away, and I let go of it, I realized, oh shoot, I just absolutely blundered. I just absolutely threw it again, and now I'm just gonna be worse on move 12. And now I was getting like I couldn't like compete, and I couldn't like think. Like it was getting harder for me to think because I was just thinking so much about the result. Probably not what you should do when you're down so much in the tournament. Maybe don't think about the result too much. Just try to play chess. And I tried telling myself, you know, it's the game is still, you know, you can still come back in the event. And then the and as you will see later on, the more I keep telling myself that, the more I just keep on losing. So I actually made a slight comeback in this game. Um, I was able to be up a pawn, but it was an opposite colored bishop position where it was like I had a queen rook and like a dark scored bishop, and he had a queen rook and a light scored colored bishop, and but he was on the attack, and so unfortunately I wasn't able to defend any longer. I ended up losing the game. Uh, 2 out of 5, not good at all. I know I'm gonna lose like 50, 60 plus rating points, and every loss is just tanking my rating even more. So I'm thinking I should just withdraw. I really wanted to withdraw at this point, but you know I decided let's just play a few more rounds. Let's just see how a few more rounds go. And this is the worst mistake I could have possibly made now. When if you, and I actually felt once I lost the game, I actually felt like, dang, I just really can't think. I really can't think. I should I really be playing? But then also I felt bad to withdraw this this like I guess not really late into the event, but 5 rounds have already happened. There's only 4 more games. You might as well play along a little bit more, right? But that was a really bad mistake. See, if you ever feel like in a tournament where you feel like you're doing bad and you literally feel like you cannot come back at all in the event, like I wouldn't recommend doing it too much, but perhaps just withdraw and get yourself in a clear mindset, possibly for your next tournament if you do play chess tournaments. Because what's gonna happen is if you lose more, you're just gonna end up losing more rating, and it's just gonna make you gaining rating just a lot more harder than it needs to be. So um so now with that, in the 6th round I'm playing uh another 1900. I'm like, okay, let's just try and play solid. And as I'm playing the game, I'm like, this is just a draw, and I didn't really feel like trying too hard to win this game, cause I didn't really feel like playing at that moment, and so I tried to keep the position going. You know, I was up a pawn, but I just led it into an opposite card bishop draw in this Sicilian Sveshnikov structure. So I'm like, okay, 2.5 out of 6. So let's just go all out in the last few rounds, and now comes the worst game that I've played in the entire event. I'm playing an 1800, and I'm with the white pieces, and he plays this Italian structure. I'm like, okay, e45. I'm very used to that. I should not. I actually don't lose a lot playing e45. Funnily enough, it was this event that caused me to lose a lot with e45, or just not win. And so, and I can see like he's playing well enough, but like he's not playing to the point where I should lose this game at all. I'm like, okay, I could. Hold up, I need to think a little bit. Okay, let's take. Okay, and I'm thinking, okay, I could definitely try and push in this position. And so I'm playing and I'm playing, and as he's getting lower and lower time, I just keep on making my position slightly worse and slightly worse, and I just start panicking more and more and more. And when you start panicking, we're to the point where you feel like, oh, something's about to go wrong. It's kind of like the moment where you feel like you're getting a sore throat, or you feel like you're getting sick. And I'm like, oh, I feel it. I feel it. I don't know if you guys get it, but like, I get that feeling sometimes. And so I could feel like, oh, I'm gonna lose this game now. I tried my hardest to come back, and I was able to make a slight comeback. But unfortunately, I just blundered a piece, just I guess out of anger, and also just I was also playing really fast at that time. And after that, I made the wise decision to withdraw from the event. I I finished the score of 2.5 out of 7, and that was arguably one of my worst events because I am going to lose about 100 plus rating points right now. And so from 2160, I'm gonna be like 2050 right now. After, and it feels bad. Not gonna lie, it feels bad, especially after all the great progress that I made in the World Open to get to 2160, only for me to climb back down. But I still keep some of my rating points that I did in the World Open, so I guess that was really good. And I hope you like this style of these types of videos. Now I was running out of video ideas a bit, and also I was busy with like other things, so I've been lacking a little bit on the uploads. But I'll try to upload a little bit more. Comment down below any video ideas you have, and also comment down below if you want to see these games. Maybe you could learn from them. I don't know. It's like these games are almost hard to watch now. Looking back at it, but if you guys want to, I'll definitely try. I'll definitely try. Anyways, that's all for today, and I'll hopefully see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.